my name is Cindy. Let's learn English together. In today's lesson, we will be continuing to learn about the verb to get. Today, we'll be focusing on the negative form of the verb to get. So just like we do in all of our videos, we will get a chance to look at the subject and the form of the verb. Then we will get a chance to use the subject and the form in sentences. And after, we will get a chance to take a quiz to show what we have learned. So let's start by looking at the subject and the form for the verb to get. Remember, we're looking at the negative form. So we have I, and we're going to say, I don't get. I don't get. And remember, don't is a contraction between do and not. So I don't get or I do not get. To continue, you, we're going to say you don't get. You don't get. Then we have he, she, it. For this section, we're going to say doesn't. So he, she, it doesn't get. Notice that the verb get is staying the same. What we're changing is the don't into doesn't. All right? He, she, it doesn't get. To continue, we have we, and we're going to go back and use we don't get. We don't get. And finally, we have they, and we're going to say they don't get. All right? So we're going to try some examples where we look at some sentences using the negative form. All right? So let's begin with our first example. Let's begin. So for our first example, we're going to use the subject I. So we're going to say, I don't get to eat breakfast because I was late. Now, I want you guys to notice that our sentences are getting long, right? What we're doing is we're adding some conjunctions to make our sentences longer. So in this case, we're using the conjunction because. So let's look at our sentence again. I don't get to eat breakfast because I was late, right? I could have stopped the sentence by saying, I don't get to eat breakfast. That could be a sentence by itself. But in order to make that sentence longer, I'm saying why I'm not getting a chance to eat breakfast, right? I didn't get a chance to eat breakfast. I don't get a chance to eat breakfast because I was late. All right, guys, great job. Let's go ahead to our next example. So for this example, we're going to use the word you. And we're going to say, you don't get the assignment. You don't get the assignment. And you can notice in the video, right? You don't get the assignment, which means it's difficult. You don't understand it. You don't get it. You don't get the assignment. Great job, guys. Let's try another example. All right. So for this example, we're going to use the subject he. And we're going to say, he doesn't get the basketball in the hoop. He doesn't get the basketball in the hoop. Notice, again, we're using doesn't get, right? This is the section that we have to make sure we remember to use the proper form. And in this case, we're going to say he doesn't get the basketball in the hoop. And you can see from the video what's happening. Great job, guys. Let's try another example. All right, for this one, we're going to use the subject we. And we're going to say, we don't get a car to drive. We don't get a car to drive. Notice, in this case, people are not receiving something. They don't receive the thing that they need to get around, so they have to use another way. And you can see the way they're using in the video. We don't get a car to drive. Good job, guys. Let's try our final example. Subject here is they. And we're going to say they don't get along with each other. They don't get along with each other. Now notice, we're using get, but we're using it another way to talk about how people work together, right? And in this case, we can see that they're not really working together, right? They're having some difficulty. They don't get along with each other, okay? They don't get along with each other. All right, guys, you guys did an awesome job going over those sentences with me. Let's do our quiz. Let's begin. Look at that video. This subject is you. Can you finish this sentence? What is the form? The negative form in this case. Yes, you guys remember. You don't get the assignment. You don't get the assignment. You don't get the assignment. Great job, guys. Let's do our final example. Look at that video. Subject is he. He. Can you finish that sentence? Yes. You guys remember. He doesn't get the basketball in the hoop. He doesn't get the basketball in the hoop. Great job, guys. Guys, you did an amazing job going over the negative form of the verb get. Please use it in your conversations with others. Practice what you have learned because practice is going to build your skills. And I hope to see you guys again soon in another video. See you soon.